What's up, fellers? Today I've got one more tire to install on this bad boy and I have nowhere to put it. So we're going to install the JcrOffroad rear swing out carrier that goes with this bumper. We did this bumper in a previous video. Today we're going to install the swing out tire carrier. So make sure to check them out at JcrOffroad.com and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And check out my website, BleepinJeep.com. We've got the best how-to videos in the world. T-shirts, stickers, all kinds of great stuff for you. BleepinJeep.com. Let's get started. Alright, so here it is. This thing comes separate from the bumper, so you can purchase it whenever you've got the money in two separate pieces. It also comes with the bomb-proof spindle. This thing is huge. And it also comes with the hardware that you need to mount it up. And I'll show you a little bit later, but it comes with a few options, including where you can mount Rotopax cans, two Rotopax cans on the side, and a HiLift jack in the middle, and also your CB antenna. Alright, first let's install this guy right here. This is stainless steel, and it's the track that your plunger is going to run on, and it'll stop your tire carrier out here so it doesn't free swing. So don't paint this, otherwise it's just going to get scratched up anyway. So let's put this on. I need alien fingers for this. Those nuts on the back have some grip on them, so you don't even need to get to the back side, which is nice. Alright, next let's put the spindle on here. Big side goes down. It should just slip right in. If it doesn't, then take some sandpaper and sand off the paint there. And then the big bolt goes on the bottom with the washer. Now the XJ has a tight clearance down here, so it looks like you'll have to spin it in from the top. Now use a crescent wrench and we'll tighten it down from the bottom. Alright, next let's take this thing, we're going to turn it upside down and install the bearings. Oh, that's heavy. Whoa! Oh! Stay! Okay, so next we need to pack these bearings. To do that, you're going to want a can of grease like this. You're going to take some of it and you're going to put it in the palm of one hand. Then you're going to take your bearing and you're just going to start whacking it like this. Now what we're trying to do is pack that grease up, and if you look close you can see the grease starts to come out the top of the bearing. We're going to do that all the way around until the grease starts spewing out the top. Alright, once you get it packed all the way, you'll see the grease is out all over the top. We're just going to cover the rest in some more grease. We're going to do that to both bearings, and for right now I'm just going to stick this one in the bottom. Remember, this is upside down. We're going to stick this in the bottom, then we're going to put the seal in. And the other one, we're going to just set that aside. After we grease it, we'll set it aside, and we're going to put that in the top later on. Okay, we've got the bearing in there. Now we want to take the seal. We're going to put it in just like this. And we need to seat that. So take something like a piece of wood or whatever you got. We'll start tapping it in. It would really help if I had something exactly that right size to go in there, like a big socket or something. But let's see if I can get it this way. Need to grab something harder. Alright, good to go. Let's take the bumper. Oh, ow! Oh, that hurt. Ow, 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 ow. Let's take it and we'll put it on the spindle. Yeah. Okay, now let's take the other bearing. We'll lift this up. Oh, that's heavy. We'll drop that bearing in there. Let's see if we can get it in there. Now we'll take this washer, put it on, and the nut. Now this top nut is a 1.5 inch socket, but I'm an idiot and I bought the 3/4 inch drive and I don't have a adapter. But let's see how tight we can get this without it. I'll just lift the bumper and turn that on. Now if you don't have this, I'd recommend getting one, but otherwise you can pretty much tighten that by hand or with a monkey wrench or a large crescent wrench. Let's see what we can do with a pipe wrench here. Next we'll put this nice aluminum cap on. Now it's got an O-ring on the bottom, so make sure that's still there. And then JCR gives you this wrench for that. You can just tighten it up with this provided wrench. Now I'll just put the plunger in here. You're going to push down and then tighten that. Now when we open it, I can't open it because I'm in the garage and it's hitting something. So I'll have to show you that in a minute because I can't get it fully opened right now, but when you do, it'll go down, the plunger will stop there so that this doesn't swing all the way around and smack really hard into your light. Now let's install the latch on this side. So we're going to put the latch in there like this. It sits down there. And then there's this little plastic, I think that's Delrin, I guess. That goes on the bottom here, gets sandwiched, and then we're going to use these Allen screws to go up through everything and into the latch. There's also a rubber stopper that goes into this hole here. You'll probably need to use a little screwdriver and kind of push that into place. There we go. Now there's a little ball. This is the what you use to unlatch it. We'll put that in right here. Oh no. Help me. Come on. There we go. Now let's tighten it all down. On the bumper side, you just have this one bolt for a latch. We'll bolt that down and see how it closes. I'm going to leave this a little bit loose for now because there's a little bit of movement left and right to line it up. Once I line it up right there, then I'll go ahead and tighten that down right there. Then we'll give it a slam and see what happens. Nice and solid. Alright, so that's the main shebang, but now let's put on the piece that holds the tire and then all the accessories. First thing we'll do is measure the height to the center, or you can just take the full height of the tire, divide by 2. So we get 17 inches, so we're going to put this on the bumper. I'm going to come up 17, but I want the tire to be a little bit higher than the bumper, so I'll say, let's say 18 inches. That'll be the center where we mount this next piece. So here's the piece. It needs to go right about there somewhere. So looks like at the very top. That's where I'm going to install it. Let's find some bolts. Alright, now let's figure out the depth. So put something over your tire like this. We're going to find the height from the back of the wheel to here, which is 5 inches in this case. Alright, so put this piece on. We're going to start with the top bolt. Put that on loosely. Alright, so put this piece on. We're going to start with the top bolt. Put that on loosely. Okay, now take your tape measure. Now remember we had 5 inches, and in this case it comes out to 5.5 to here, so we should have 1/2 inch clearance behind the tire to here. In some cases, a lot of cases, depending on your wheel back spacing, you might need to move this out, or you know, wherever you need to match that 5 inches. If you want, you can come in just a little bit, and that'll suck the tire down onto the carrier. Yes. Now, getting the tire on there is not going to be so easy, so let's install this other stuff first. This is the license plate mounting bracket, which is kind of cool. You put that on first, then mount your tire on. After we get that on, we'll bolt this in place and put the license plate on there. We've also got this one, which is the Rotopax mount. It's going to mount right here, and I've got one for the other side. It just bolts on, so I'm not going to show you that. And then the HiLift jack and antenna mount. Let's bolt that on. Woohoo! Check it out. Looks like an alien from the planet Zorp. Now let's figure out how I'm going to get that tire up there. A little hot. Well, that was my mailman that just happened to drive by at the perfect timing. But he helped me get that thing up there. And let's take a closer look at this bumper. Now it does sag just a little bit whenever it comes out to there. That's to be expected, I guess. There's probably 1,000,000 pounds hanging off of that thing. But it is pretty sturdy. Take a look at the inside here. It's got room to mount 2 Rotopax, like I said. So I've got the first aid and the gas can on there. And then I've got the HiLift jack up here, and I still need to mount it, but the CB goes right here. And then there's holes so you can route the CB cable all the way down to the Jeep. And when you open it far enough, this plunger will go down and stop, keeping it from swinging all the way out. Right now it's hitting my table, so it's not going all the way out, but you see what I'm talking about. Plus there's the license plate mount right here. I still need to wire it. It comes with this little LED that shines down on your license plate. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out JcrOffroad.com and their YouTube channel at JcrOffroad.com. I already said that. Also my website, BleepinJeep.com. We've got all the best off-road videos on YouTube, none of the boring stuff, hats, t-shirts, muffler bearings, stickers, all kinds of great stuff. BleepinJeep.com. We'll see you in the next video.